Yeah, so first of all, congrats on Ruthless. I believe a season 5 is going to be in the works pretty soon here. And if you've been on the channel long enough, you know that I just stopped reviewing the show after the mid season of season 3, if I remember correctly. Now, let me just say up front, I do not dislike the show. I think the actors do a great job. It's an intriguing story, but I just got bored, and I did a video, what was it, last week about I'm bored, going over reasons why some of these Tyler Perry shows just don't do it for me anymore. And my main thing when I first started the channel, or more, to the point, when I started doing YouTube full time, and we're coming up on 6 years full time, so holy crap. Just again, thank you all for the support, or I wouldn't be able to be doing this for as long as I have been. It's the fact that I only review shows that I have fun watching and reviewing. And then it got to a point where I had to cut certain shows because despite my enjoyment of the series and the reviews, I wasn't making a substantial amount of ad revenue to justify the time it takes to watch the episode, take the notes, come up with theories and discussion points and this, that, and the third. And Ruthless wasn't exactly on the chopping block because it was doing decent, but I think I kind of just got overwhelmed between the number of episodes that would come on per week and the length of the episodes. And I just got bored because the oval itself just is so far ahead. And you could argue, well, Jeremy, what about Zatima and Sisters? Those timelines are completely out of whack, and it isn't even 100% clear that they're in the same universe. Yeah, but it's a fan favorite show when the views come in from that stuff. Ruthless, not so much. Not to. I think the main reason is it's a streaming service show. Not everybody has BET Plus, and on top of that, it's dark. So a lot of people aren't into that kind of entertainment. But I think for me, it's just that the Oval ruined it due to the fact that they just spoiled a lot, like in terms of the highest elder mother, um, Ruth still being at the compound, certain other characters being alive. I think what sealed the deal for me was when the Oval killed off Barry, because one of the reasons that I was watching Ruthless was I was waiting for Barry to be reunited with his daughter. But the fact that Callie will not see her father ever again because he was killed off allegedly by the Rakadushi, it just makes me mad because one of the saving graces, like I just said, was, okay, well, I can't wait for Callie to be reunited with her father. And I mean, Tally was killed off early in the Oval, so her daughter reunited with her wasn't going to happen. But when it comes down to it, I think that for me, aside from my usual DLC comparison of only watching Ruthless is filling in the gaps of the Oval, I think the Ruthless series felt like Gilligan's Island in terms of, okay, I'm waiting to see if they make it off the island compound, but knowing that they won't, I don't know. I think because I'm waiting for the Ruthless quote-unquote finale, I don't think that's going to happen until, I think it's going to happen in the Oval. I think we're going to figure out how the Rakadushi eventually crumble, if they do crumble. We're going to find that out in the Oval before it happens in the Ruthless series itself. Because I just didn't feel like keeping up, I know it sounds lazy. I mean, the one, you could say what you want to about me, but the one thing you can't say is that I'm lazy, given how much content I pump out. But it's just the fact that it just feels like a redundant circle. Now, you could argue the same about Sisters. I'm not arguing with that, but the freaking numbers I get from those videos don't lie. And I'm going to choose the one with the numbers. It's just like with television networks, when the show isn't bringing in the views, they cancel it. And for me personally, I mean, there was an article, what was it, I was reading about BET Plus and whatnot, right before Tyler Perry, was announced to be the person who will be buying BET and whatnot. The prior president or current president, whoever runs the show, was about to cut down BET Plus completely, which is a potential possibility because that streaming service has been up for almost like 4 years or so at this point, but they only barely have 3 million subscribers. And based on all the money put into the content in that series, in that platform, outside of Tyler Perry stuff, it really isn't making the money that it should be. So I'm not saying Ruthless and all these shows should be canceled. I'm just saying that they aren't really getting the numbers that they thought they would. So And that's really why I stopped reviewing the show. Like, don't get me wrong, theme song is still a banger, arguably the best Tyler Perry theme song of all time. But I think that I just fell out of the show. Simple as that. I know things are, heating up with the FBI and everything involved this season, but people sent me character descriptions for season 5 and I read them and I'm like, they're still going through this shit even when the feds are involved? Man, I just fell out of it. I mean, the Oval might be on the chopping block too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I want to do some season 5 reviews, but I've seen some of the information for season 6 and I'm still like, are we still on this? I'm sorry, folks, but that's how it is. Like, if the shows ain't, killing it, then I gotta axe them. I just stop reviewing them. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I know some people would love me to do Ruthless content again, but simply put, I'm just not feeling it. That's really all it boils down to.